trap, hanging places that you can't go. Glock 40, he got smoky at a Draco.
Enough of that. What's good, everybody? It's the Butters Basic Show every Sunday from 2 to 3 p.m. I hope that you're having a blessed Father's Day indeed. Welcome, welcome. Have the man with the master plan sitting with me right now. His name is Al. He's the executive producer of Sunday Brunch here at DTF Radio. Welcome, Al.
Thank you for having me here.
I'm happy to have you. You know, we were having very interesting conversation not too long ago, and I felt like we should go on air before my guest gets here and, have some convo about this. But, are you a father?
Yes, I am.
Welcome to the neighborhood. A father, what do we call this one here? Fatherhood?
Fatherhood?
The neighborhood of fatherhood.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you first had your first child and you saw the child being born? Were you there for that, or did
Yes,
you skip
I was.
out?
Nope, I was right there for both of them.
Did you enjoy the experience?
It was interesting.
To say the least, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Very interesting.
How old were you when you first had your first child?
First, I was 26.
Sounds about ripe.
Yeah.
Ripe. Not right, but ripe.
Yeah.
And you saw, what was the experience like?
Very interesting to see a baby, to see something
of yours
stretch, go from one side to another, and a baby pop out of it.
My thing is, I've never had kids yet, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna be just as amazed as you when that actually happens, and you see a life coming forth into the world. Is it everything you expected it to be?
That and some. Well, you won't get to see it. You're gonna feel it.
I bet. My mother told me that they had a mirror on the ceiling when I was being born, and she could see everything.
They might have.
I don't know if they still do that.
I guess I wasn't paying attention to that part. I was focused on wow, okay.
Was there ripping going on, or was it like a natural?
She did get cut.
Oh, it was because C-section.
No.
Oh.
They cut right down between.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Had to stitch everything back up.
Oh, did they give what's called a love stitch in the end, where it's snatch it back extra tight, like?
Yeah, I guess they did some work on it. I guess they did.
Well, kudos to her for that. How many kids did she bring into the world for you?
2.
And boy and a girl, or?
Boy and a girl, yeah.
So you got your set.
Yeah. As they would say, yeah, I have my set.
That's what's up. I just think it's really incredible because I've not taken the opportunity yet to become someone's mother.
Why not?
For several different reasons, but mainly because the gentleman that I might have had kids with didn't want to have kids with me.
Oh, with you.
Yeah, I guess maybe they didn't want to move forward with a plan that we didn't hatch together. Okay. Does that make sense? Like, if we didn't make that plan together at the time, things just happen to go that way, and that's God's plan. And then when man takes it into their own hands and decides yes or no, and the answer is no, that's the end of life.
Yeah, well, maybe it was a good reason you did. Yeah, but maybe it was maybe you turned out better off not having children with this person.
And that's how I look at it. You
may have to think of, where's this person at now? What are they doing?
I'm not saying that any of them aren't doing good things, because maybe to them I'm doing a bad thing or doing a good thing too. But to me, if you decide at that point in time to not be a father for whatever reason, men don't really have a choice in the matter.
Not as much as you women do. No.
Not as much as women do.
No.
So
I think if a woman decides whether or not she wants to be a mother, she makes a decision.
A conscious decision.
Yeah.
I think it is a conscious decision, because no matter what, it's always mommy's baby and daddy's maybe. Have you heard that saying
I've heard
before?
That, but that only go for boys, not men. So.
Really? You mean
No, I mean.
As far as where the man is in his life.
In his life, yes.
Man, kudos to all the fathers that take care of theirs.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
And kudos to all the boys wanting to become fathers. If maybe you're waiting for an Instagram hoe to give you what you're looking for?
I'm not sure if you want to wait for one of them. No offense to them, but
No offense to
I'm
them.
not.
They might not even be a hoe, but if you see something and you like what you see on the gram, and that's what you gravitate to, social media plays a big role in people's perception nowadays on what should be and what shouldn't be.
Unfortunately,
what you're looking for. Recently I even seen online someone actually showing themselves giving the butt injection.
I saw the video, but I didn't watch it. I saw the advertisement of the video.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see the purpose. I don't.
Dude, like everybody's got ass nowadays. Like,
Yeah, but the problem with that is women don't realize that a man wants you regardless.
he's not gonna want you whether you have it or not.
No, he's gonna want you if you have ass
Do you
or
think
not.
so?
Yeah, yes.
Oh well, you mean
Men-
whether you have it or not?
Yeah, if a man is attracted to you, he's attracted to you whether you have a whole lot of ass or you have no ass. If he's attracted to you, he's attracted to you.
That's a fact. And I also think that, there's a lot of girls with big booties that don't realize that there's some girls with no booty and all the butt is in the front by their vagina and the guys love it. Am I wrong for that?
Oh no, not the
I don't
fupa.
know if it's
That's fupa.
I don't know.
You
if
want to
it's
hear a funny joke about fupa?
I actually defined fupa for a friend of mine. Fresh Fitness, what's going on? He's having a boat ride on July 27th to
Okay.
support his
Fupa
carnival.
movement?
Nah, he doesn't have a fupa movement. He has a whole carnival thing going on where everybody can join in his mass camp. So he's having this boat ride. It's a beachwear boat ride. I'm gonna give
Oh.
y'all all the details before we bounce out of here today, but we were talking about the look that gets you the guy of your dreams, and basically that booty might not take you that far, especially if maybe you got, like I was saying, maybe you got no ass and all your ass is inside of your vagina holding onto that penis
all-
really tight.
All that ass doesn't always look good.
All the ass looks good?
It doesn't.
Fupa.
It doesn't look
Oh,
good.
all the ass
I've
doesn't
seen
look good.
some
Oh, you mean the
women-
ones that's been done or the natural ones?
Well, naturally you have no choice. That's what you have.
But we talking
But
about
the ones that are so-called made, I guess.
yeah, those things
they
look
look
nasty.
terrible.
Yeah, like who's making those asses?
I
I'm
have
just
no
saying,
idea.
like, have you ever felt
No.
the
Who's
fake
raised
butt?
that ass?
Or
I-
do you know
No.
that you
I
not?
touched a fake butt before.
How'd
I
it
went to
feel?
a strip club. I don't know, like stiff or something, like fupa.
You making fun of the word.
No.
Tell them what a fupa is.
Well,
That's Queen Y, y'all.
well, the other day I was going into the courthouse and I didn't have a belt on, right? And the guy was like, "You gotta remove your belt," and I was like, "That ain't no belt. That's my baby fupa."
Okay.
he touched
No,
your
he didn't
stomach
touch it because you gotta go through the thing. So he's like, "You gotta take off your belt," and I was like, "Yo, I ain't got no belt on. That's fupa."
holding the pant. Okay, so we defined. If you go to the Urban Dictionary,
Gut and butt.
Nah, the definition of the fupa is, it's sometimes called a front butt.
That's what I said.
Did
Gut
you
and
see it
butt.
when I showed it to
said
you,
gut
right?
and butt.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's a very
it's the butt in the
disrespectful,
front. So like it ends
description.
up being like
Gut butt.
Nah, it's like a replacement for like I
Well,
guess you could
extra skin,
bone it. It's like
they say that hangs over.
Yeah.
Oh, you
that-
mean a dude could bone that?
yeah, like you could fold it with your dick in it. And
Ew.
Oh, that's
I'm
like-
saying guys in jail use a Susie, right?
I don't know. I've never been in nobody's jail.
Y'all never-
I've heard about that
I
Susie.
You
don't
heard
know.
about the Susie?
The
It's like,
Susie's like a,
an apparatus that you use to contain your penis and
Yeah.
get pleasure.
They make stuff. They put holes in the bed, and
Okay.
and they use
know
it.
about the hole
Yeah,
in
they
the
put a hole in the bed and Vaseline in the center part, and then they put the Susie is made with the toilet tissue end.
The
That-
inside.
yeah, the toilet tissue end is over. Once the toilet tissue is
oh,
over.
you talking about the cardboard?
Yeah, the
joint?
cardboard joint. They make it with that, and they grease it up on the inside and stick their fupa in there.
You seem,
Stick your
you seem,
fupa.
very knowledgeable about these things. I mean,
No, I've heard this dude. It was so funny because she said the Susie, and my homeboy, he's from the islands, and he had went to jail like when we was younger. He came back, and everybody was like, "Yo, son, what happened in jail?" He's like, "Yo, I just made a Susie.
I'm gonna get my ting
Yeah, I
on.
get the ting on and a Susie." And I was like, "What the hell is a Susie?" And then that's when he told me. and I
Susie
was
got
like,
a partner
wow.
called a sock.
Dang, Gina, I don't even know.
I don't know.
But I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all though. The fupa is the part of your stomach that goes over your jeans or eats your button on your jeans, like, you know. So I was telling Fresh Fitness, like, yo, you should go make some jokes about, you know,
Fupa.
to fupa or not to fupa, because
Mm.
you having a beachwear boat ride.
Right.
So with the beachwear boat ride, are we accepting fupas, or what? You know, we loving our bodies? Are we body shaming, or
Nowadays,
know.
you know, people are loving their bodies.
they loving it?
I don't
Some people
know.
are loving their bodies. Hey,
Yeah.
you don't have any problem with it. I sure enough don't.
I think, you know, I think you're brave if you can go out and you don't have the body for certain things. I think you're brave, whether you're skinny or like bigger or whatever. Because some skinny girls be wearing stuff they ain't got no business wearing.
Like what?
I don't know, but you ain't looking cute, shorty. It's olive oil. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is no fupa.
She said olive oil
Yeah, it's just a big head, you know.
and a slim body. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
I got some juice. I got some inside scoop juice.
We don't want to body shame people like
No,
that.
I don't know. I think that listen. Everybody eyeballs have certain, you know, certain likes. You know what I'm saying? As long as things ain't all out of place and falling out, and you got on something too small, you know what I'm saying? Like wear your size. If you need to put a little something in. You
So
know,
what about our
hold it.
SpongeBob ladies?
You mean the square butts?
Even the whole body square.
Yo, I feel bad for them because they shape like refrigerators and shit. So
Yeah, but why?
That's
I'm
just
sure
how
there's
they
a man out
are.
there who like them that way.
I don't know. That's like a man's
don't know.
body.
You know what though?
Again,
Al?
I'm sure there is a man out there who likes them
I was about
that
to
way.
say,
Those
like, you
men
know-
like men, I think.
No, just because a woman is no, but everybody comes in different shapes and sizes, right? And you'll be so surprised who will leave who for what.
That's a fact.
So
That's what I'm
even
saying.
like even with the like I was saying with the ladies with the big booties, more power to y'all. Shout outs to all the ladies that are coming out to do the exotic dancing today at Dusk Till Dawn.
Let's be real. Just because you went and bought
I've
a,
been practicing
a
the
big
twerk and it
booty
doesn't work.
doesn't mean you're good at
Things.
sex. Let's be realistic. Just because you got a big behind don't mean you're good at sex. You may still be boring as a piece of wood.
But is it something that y'all just like to look at?
I mean, yeah.
During sex?
Yeah, during sex.
No, it's not
I'm
y'all.
not focusing
I
on
think,
that.
No, I think it's not
You know what I
y'all.
mean?
I think men have preferences. You got breast men, you got feet men, you got face men, you got mind men. You got men that
Yeah.
don't care what you look like as long as, you know,
Exactly.
you
You
bring
got
money
men
to the
don't care.
table. They don't care. You got that money, shorty? You could look like Al
You got
Lubaka,
men who
Chewbacca,
don't
whatever
care.
his name is.
As
They
long
don't
as you
care.
got as long as you got a vagina between your legs, you got men that don't care.
Word, this dude told me the other day, all he see is green. So shorty could have one tooth
Oh
as long as
my
she got some
God.
bread and she could bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Because he said he tired of people coming to his dinner table with no plates, no silverware, no nothing. I was like, damn, bruh. Sorry to hear that.
Well, how about this? Even the ladies that have the odd shapes.
There's dudes
Listen,
with odd. There's
dudes
dudes with odd shaped
too.
penises.
Who's to say that it's odd to them? Like you're born like that,
That's a
you
fact.
look like that. Sometimes there's no fixing that, and you accept that. You wear what you're comfortable in without hiding it,
I
and
think-
you'll be the oddball that gets the best of the crop because your personality
Exactly.
shines through. But men are very visual. Let's keep it funky.
We are.
You don't see how my brain looks before you see how my body looks
No.
when I'm walking
The
towards
first thing
you.
that does, catch my eye is what a woman looks like. That is the first thing.
Well, yeah.
Now after that, if I go to speak to you and you like, duh, I'm like, all right.
So
Well,
let's
I heard it even.
Okay.
I heard it even goes even deeper as to scents, like smells. It's like even the
Oh,
smell.
pheromones, yeah.
Yeah.
Of people that you know.
Because I heard those big
Yeah.
booties got a sweat to it.
Oh,
I heard it. I heard a lot of things got sweat too.
I'm sure they do. You walk
I
around,
mean,
got
you
all
gotta
that
wash
hanging.
your ass. You gotta wash your ass. I don't care if it's big, little. You gotta wash your ass. Shit come out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Sit
And
on that.
guys still like to try to put their dicks in there.
Cause I don't know why a motherfucker wanna put his dick
Illegal.
in a shit tank. For real.
A shit tank.
That's what Shaba said.
But
Got
they
him in
won't let
trouble.
us do it
Shaba got in trouble for that.
for talking about
When he
the-
said, why a man want to put it in a shit tank, lad? Oh, that was Buju. I'm sorry.
I don't remember Shaba saying that.
My bad. No. That was Buju. That was Buju.
Yo, shout outs to Buju. I wonder if he could perform. He probably can't perform any of that type of material.
Well, he can't sing Boom Bye Bye anymore.
Well, I know one thing. When
Why
I
not?
filmed him in Trinidad,
Well, he can't
was
sing
not
it.
able
Here.
to.
Can he even come to America?
No.
Why he
Not
can't
at this
perform that
time.
song?
The LGB community went hard on him because he went to school with this guy that was How You Doing, and he was the only one that knew that song was not good for the How You Doing.
So he blew it up.
So he blew it up. The white men and women were like, boom, bye, bye. They didn't know what the
Because it's a dope song.
They didn't know what the Bati Boy Ed was.
Nah, I get it, but no.
They never knew her.
Because
why he can't
freedom
perform
of
his song.
speech,
It's a freedom of speech
even
in-
in Trinidad,
well,
you
the
can't
beginning.
go on the stage and curse. You can't. But if it's offensive to a certain group of people, I think it's censorship. Like,
Right.
gay people were dancing to that song, loving it.
Yeah, they was before they
Before they knew
Before
that
they
it
knew it
was-
said lick your head, shot, buck, bomba, clat.
I'm done.
They didn't know it was a murderation song for them. They did not know that.
So I will say this on this Father's Day. Bless up to everybody, no matter what shape, size that you are.
That's a fact.
You are beautiful
That's right.
and made in His image.
Amen.
Whoever image that you think
I was about to say,
is
whose
your
image?
God.
Now, some people abuse themselves and become these shapes through abuse. And if you abuse yourself to become that shape by abuse,
What are
then
you calling abuse of the shape?
abuse of the shape, like, all right, my homegirl, right? She was like,
Yo, son, your homegirl might be listening.
I don't care. She know what time it is. She was nice shape growing up, always. You know what I'm saying? Then she went to a state of depression and started eating everything moving. You know what I'm saying? Now this shit is everywhere. It's a triangle. It's a square. It's Hollywood. I don't know. And then she complains about it, like how you gonna cry? It didn't
She
take.
shapeshifted?
Yeah, she shapeshifted, and it didn't take overnight to shapeshift. So it's not gonna take overnight to shapeshift back. So you can't cry about your shapeshift because you shapeshifted on your own. It's a lot of chicks.
No, you didn't
washed.
shapeshift on your own.
They-
Did you do things to get that way?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She you know what she would do?
Basically, you saying she ate. So
Yeah, she would do ice cream. When she would get stressed out, she'd eat ice cream.
Oh, so she got big.
Yeah, and her shape just shifted. Then she got mad. Like, how you gonna get mad, son?
I'm saying, like, some guys like chubby chasing.
No, they do. They really do.
So maybe she wanted a guy that liked that.
She's complaining and crying about it.
So then she got to go to
She
DR.
said the kids, then she tried to blame it on the kids. She said, I had a butt before I had so-and-so, he took it. I was like,
Wait,
damn.
the baby take the butt?
Yeah, they said babies can take butts.
Okay, so father of two.
who comes up with this stuff?
We do.
Real
It's the Butters
talk.
Basic Show.
Yeah, they said the baby took her butt.
So in the platform for the unknown to get known, I would love for everybody to let me know if
Babies take
having babies take away your body, and can you regain it after the fact? That's the
Well,
question for next week.
I will say that it can stress a woman's body.
Uh-huh.
But a woman can gain her body back, and if she chooses to, if she works hard at it, she can gain her body back. I mean,
Did you breastfeed?
no, I don't think I didn't breastfeed. Nah, I didn't.
I'm just saying, like, that's a good way of helping to get
I
the
didn't-
body back.
That's
so,
what
you
they
know, I'm just
say.
saying,
Snap
like,
I
back,
didn't-
little breastfeeding.
I don't know. I didn't do that.
Did you have one of those issues? Because they say some men, like, once they have children, they don't even look at the women the same anymore. Did you have that
That's
problem?
why
Not at all.
I'm not gonna breastfeed in front of my dude
Not at
because
all.
those boobs are for the man. I don't know. I'm gonna pump and give it to the kid.
Well, my wife did. She didn't breastfeed.
I breastfed and I didn't have any problem. My kids, they did homework on their own. I wasn't in the hospital with those
Yeah,
dudes like that.
That's a myth.
No, it's not a myth. I actually worked.
No, I'm saying that.
Oh,
No,
that's
they tell you that you got to breastfeed for your children to be healthy.
Well, you think
That's what they
about
try
it.
to
I
say.
mean, you're a human and you're giving your kid human milk, and cows are cows, and that milk's for them. So why would I be giving my baby cow milk when it's not a cow? Okay. So
Whoa.
there's a lot of properties in breast milk that actually help your kid. They
Like-
function. They have higher
Like-
IQs. Like breastfed kids have higher IQs than kids that are not
I disagree.
breastfed. Listen, you can have. Look, they have.
I disagree.
You can disagree, but these are facts, so you have to take that up
What
with the.
factor? Who?
These are, you can Google it. Breastfed
Oh,
kids.
see, you just said Google.
Oh,
Google.
Bishop in the
No,
building.
but listen.
Google's wrong half
But
the
listen,
time.
but I'm gonna say
you
like
don't even know
this.
who wrote it.
But I'm gonna say
Bishop,
like
have
this.
a seat right there, honey.
My daughter, my sister,
Actually, right here.
bottle fed her daughter, right? And she had issues with schooling and stuff like that. My son was born with autism and graduated with a regional diploma from being breastfed. So I will.
So you say just because you're so.
Her boobs,
Yeah, that's a
her
fact.
boobs nixed out the autism.
Yo, that's a fact. Like I'm gonna tell you, no, on some real G
That's your
shit.
sister's fault for not raising you.
No, she didn't- she didn't breastfeed.
For helping your, hell no, they ain't got nothing to do
She
with
should
it.
have breastfed.
That's
No,
nothing to do with it.
this is
That
a
has nothing to
fact.
do with it. No,
that
it's not.
breastfeeding breastfed babies don't go to the hospital as much. They don't get ear infections. They don't have colds like that. And
not a fact.
No, there is a fact.
They actually,
I'm gonna tell you, it's not a fact.
I
heard that.
Yo, this is a fact, yo.
It's not a fact because my children weren't breastfed. Neither one of them. My children barely get sick.
Okay.
They have not been in the hospital.
You said barely and not have been in the hospital like that. So they've been in the hospital?
What? My daughter was in the hospital once. My son has never been in the hospital since he's been home.
Okay.
He's 16.
Okay, that's good.
So
that's
my
good.
daughter's been in the hospital once since she was born.
So let's
Okay.
pause for a second, right? Bishop,
What's up?
have you been breastfed?
Did your mother breastfeed you? Did you ask your mom?
No, I didn't even ask him if it's his mother. Like, yo,
Yeah.
have you been breastfed, dude?
Have you
I've
breastfed
tasted other
before?
women's
breast milk.
milk.
Son
It's
of a
disgusting.
that's just
Well, actually,
Fucking
What are you
nasty.
doing stealing
That's
from
not-
babies?
I mean, some girls
not
be
even
having
right.
that shit come out like magic. Like they
yeah,
don't
it's just like shush.
it's milk coming out the
Just like
nipples,
shush.
out the nanny. It's milk coming out everywhere.
Well,
I'm like, hey.
my
Alrighty
son
then.
my son was breastfed, and my son would go to the hospital for like broken bones and shit like that. Like he never
it's
had an
fine.
ear infection.
I mean,
he
Wait
never had.
a minute. You said he was breastfed, right?
Yeah.
But he going to the
broken
hospital
bones?
for broken
Because
bones?
he's a bad kid, he would jump up and down and break shit.
It sound like that breast milk wasn't too good for him.
No, the
That's what it
breast
sound
milk.
like right
No,
now.
the breast milk was definitely good for him because again, my son was
ain't what it sound like.
my son was autistic, right? The kids that like
was, or-
"Ugh."
They not all like that.
Nah, but they be like, "Ugh,"
They
right?
talk.
Yo, some of them
gosh,
talk, some of them
so
be like,
offensive.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real because I work with these kids. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, my
now,
friends'
the ones
kids,
that they
yes.
call high functioning is the ones that have Asperger's, right?
Yeah.
So when they couldn't really depict what was going on with my son, they just, they just throw any labels. They was like, oh, it's Asperger's, bang, or whatever. But I really credit that him being breastfed versus cow's milk with all the hormones and stuff like that. Like these kids, like my daughter didn't develop like fast. These kids on that cow milk and stuff, they have boobies like at 5th grade. They be looking like
Fifth
the teacher.
grade, they be having boobs
4th grade,
at
you know what I'm saying?
6 and
I had
7.
boobs. I had boobs in 5th
disagree
grade.
with you.
I'm done.
I had boobs in 5th
You
grade.
could disagree. I go
I'm
to the
telling
school.
you,
No, I'm
I
saying,
milk was crazy.
disagree
You're
because I watched my two kids grow
Okay,
up who
see,
were
you're
not breastfed.
speaking on 2 children.
My
Just
2 children.
Yeah, your 2 children.
What other
But
kids are you speaking on?
I'm speaking on a group of kids. Like it's like just not just my kids.
Here's the thing.
You
I'll-
make it seem
let
like
me
you
let me
you
tell you
raised
guys
a
this,
tribe
right?
or something?
Yeah, take a village, nigga.
Here's the thing,
What are you
guys.
talking about?
Right?
You know how many kids I
There
raised?
have been studies done on
It's a
kids
fact.
with breastfed
It's a
as
fact.
opposed to like infant milk and
understand
things
that.
like that. And so it is a fact as of today that kids who are breastfed, which is one of the reasons why women are fighting for the right to be able to breastfeed in public.
I have
How
no
did you
issue
know?
with it. But I
A
disagree.
lot of guys and people have offense to
Nah, not
breastfeeding
really.
in public. I'm gonna tell you this: when I went to Trinidad the other day, women was
Nah.
breastfeeding like
Nah.
like a like
I
it ain't
travel.
nothing.
I was just on the highway coming from Virginia here, and the lady to my left was breastfeeding while I was driving by, and I slowed down
To watch
for
her
like 10
titties?
miles. Yeah,
Son
to
of a
watch that
bitch.
shit. Like that was,
Was
like,
it creepy to you or?
No, no.
Oh, it
In
was
the
just like
airport-
natural,
in
it was
the
good. It was
airport
like- was
woman-
It wasn't creepy
was
to
like a
him, but
beautiful
he might
thing?
be. It
Nah,
wasn't
it's
creepy
alright,
to
it's
him. Might
natural.
be
Was
creepy
it like
to
she
her.
spooked at the door?
Nah, man. I'm
Listen,
just looking like what kind of nipples
Did
her
it turn
titties look
you
like.
on to see
Nah,
a
I
baby
was just trying
being
to see what her
breastfed
titties look
Father's
like.
Day
I wanted to see what
pervert?
the cup was. I want
Well,
to see what kind of cup she was.
That's the
or
reason why
whatever.
women don't want to breastfeed out in
And
out
that's
in
what,
public.
to me, I
White
think
people
that
don't
I
have a
would be
problem with
more
it.
fearful of guys staring at my titties the whole time. Like, if these women is fearless like that, then so what? Wakanda that, then that's just what it is. You
I mean,
understand?
You
there's
cannot
a-
breastfeed in
there's
public,
a,
but
there's
you
a
cannot.
book. There's a book called The Mind Book, right? And you have 2 ways you can create people. One, you can be born a certain way, and 2, you can create one. So you can be born a genius, or you can create a genius. Mines were born geniuses. I didn't have to create them. I didn't have to sit and study with them. It was just a natural thing with my kids. I didn't have to do homework with them.
Yeah.
I used to go to work and come home. They shit was done. Nobody did it with them. You know what I'm saying? It was easy to catch on with stuff. And being that my son had the autism thing, they didn't want him to do the regional diploma. They was like, you don't have to do a regional diploma. You could just get a straight up diploma. We could have opted out on that. But my son was like, nah, I could do this regional shit. It's kids that don't even have autism that have problems taking that regional diploma. My son did it in one shot. He did the regions in one shot. And, you know what I'm saying? So when I think about the studies, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying every child that's breastfed versus the ones that are not breastfed are going to have these problems. But what I am saying is that I did breastfeed my kids. And I know people in my neighborhood that didn't breastfeed their kids, and the indigo children that are in my neighborhood, if they were breastfed, they probably wouldn't be on Ritalin. You know what I'm saying? Or those other medicines. No, it's a fact. I'm telling you, yo.
No
I
one's
know, my-
disagreeing.
Listen, my children would never want no Ritalin.
And I'm not saying that. I'm
I
not
know.
saying that your kids
No,
should have
no,
been.
I'm
but there's
saying, I
indigo
think
children
Listen,
Ritalin-
out
I'm
here
gonna solve this problem right now. Al, I believe that your sperm has breast milk already embedded in it.
Word.
Okay, there's got to be something super spermed about
Not
yours.
even. Are your kids are darker skin? Are your
My
kids?
son is my complexion. My daughter's a little lighter.
Okay, now I'm gonna tell you something about the melatonin. Like the darker you are, the stronger you are. My girlfriend's
The
son.
darker the berry, the
You're
sweeter
sweeter
the
the
juice.
juice. You're laughing.
yeah.
But my girlfriend.
I'm laughing
It's just
because
the truth.
again, I'm gonna disagree
Well,
because
you could.
because again, my daughter's more like me. You know, I rarely get sick.
Right.
My daughter's
But you
more
said
like
she
my
was in the hospital once and your
Yeah,
son
I
never
was in the-
wasn't,
I was
right?
in the hospital once.
But you say your son wasn't.
No.
So
But
back
as-
to
as-
melatonin.
Let her talk about the melanin.
It's a good medical episode
Okay.
this week. You know?
Definitely.
This is awesome.
No, it's
You know.
no, because my godson had got shot in his back, right? And
But
he
she
was
always got something
No,
going
I gotta
on.
go.
Yo,
No,
Queen
because
Y-
no,
Queen
I
Y
deal with
been through everything.
No, because we got to deal with the real live logical facts, right?
Right.
So my godson gets shot in the back, really bad or whatever, and the doctors were like, we're gonna pump him with the oxycodone or whatever stuff is, right? And he was like, I don't want that. I don't like how it feels or whatever. So they stopped giving it to him, but the doctors was like. They didn't understand how he was able to sit and take that pain that he was going through without no medication. And he's very, very dark. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take no meds. Now, his brother got diagnosed with cancer. His brother started growing dreads while he was going through his cancer treatments. The radiation doctor told my godson that in the 35 years of him doing that, he never had a patient that didn't lose his hair. My godson didn't lose his hair. His hair actually got longer.
Was he breastfed?
He was breastfed. He was actually breastfed.
Yo, I love it. I love it in here. Man.
But not only was he breastfed,
Brooklyn,
not
stand
only
up,
was he
yo.
breastfed, he's of a darker toned skin, and my boy did not lose not an inch of his hair on his head. I could pull my godson
Me
up.
either.
No, but he had to go through cancer treatments. He had to go.
Bigging up the hairline.
No, he had to
Big
go
up to
my
all the
hair.
fathers that
He had-
still got their
That's
hairlines.
right. That's right.
Big up to all
Big
the
up
men
to
that don't have
Jay-Z.
kids out here.
Jay-Z is growing that hair at 60. That's some shit, y'all. That's
Word.
some shit.
I'm
Pay
done.
attention. Pay attention.
Word, hairline still intact.
Pay
Listen,
attention.
I definitely want to give a
We
special
all
shout
need a
out to all
roti
the
right now.
fathers. I want to definitely give a
boneless
shout out
roti.
to the fathers that don't get the kudos, the fathers that didn't actually get a bank account to prove that they did what they were supposed to do, the ones that just stashed it in the shoebox and gave the money, the ones that weren't smart enough to give money orders, the ones that got caught. I'm gonna even take it a step further, the ones that provided but the baby moms went on public assistance and now they want their money back, because that happens too. You might have been providing, and guess what, they gonna wipe your whole shit out
And start all over.
and make you
And make
start
a new
all.
balance.
So like, it's real. It's real
System
in the
is real.
field.
Gotta
The
know who
system
you
is
having
real.
the kids with.
Stop shooting up the club,
For
fellas.
real, know who you having
For
kids
real.
with, yo.
Like,
For
ladies,
real.
start swallowing. You know you can't even take care of the kid yourself if you's by yourself. So how
Yo,
you gonna fuck
hey,
the nigga
Al.
and then you know the nigga's
Do
not
you
shit?
think that they should start swallowing?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know, they should do
2020
Al is
coming
you,
up.
First of all, Al is about to be out as soon as you said start shooting the club up.
Stop
Stop
shooting
shooting.
the club up. Yeah, stop shooting it up, fellas.
Listen,
Stop
everybody.
this.
These niggas is shooting up the club for no apparent reason.
They just like, oh, she look good.
Can I?
Ugh.
Can I?
Nah, man.
They
No.
be shooting up trap houses. Those be clubs. Those be trap
Those
houses.
be the trap.
Yeah.
That's the trap spot. Oh
Listen,
no, no,
this
no.
is what happens when you have two comedians on at
No,
one
no, no,
time.
no.
I want to be able to give a shout out to all the fathers across the world, the ones that go underrated, as well as the ones that do what they supposed to do, pat you on your back. And even if you don't have it like that, you made it possible so that your kid is able to thrive in this very hard world that we live in. Very,
got
very
one thing.
hard world.
I need the fathers that owe more than $10,000 in child support to stop being on Instagram fronting
Oh, boy.
in the club. Meanwhile, your baby mama is smoking a blunt with me, preaching about your bum ass
With
in the
no
club.
soap.
Like, that sounds
and
like
you
a
owe
very specific situation.
No, it's
Sounds
mad
like
dudes
it.
out here. It's
Well,
mad
I-
people out here.
I wouldn't know. I don't have a baby mother.
It's mad people out here
I
like
want to
that.
give a shout out to my dad. Shout out to my dad. He used to babysit our kids, me and my sister's kids. My mom, you didn't babysit, so I don't
She's a
know what's wrong
deadbeat
with you.
mom.
Yeah, you deadbeat grandma. But
Oh.
my dad,
Oh,
he
I'm
I'm
babysitted.
done. We love you,
I love
Third
you, Mom.
Eye.
You know I love you, Third Eye, but you
Okay.
didn't babysit. You didn't babysit. My
Listen,
father
I'm just trying to
babysat.
get one out real quick before my parents be like,
Yo, you didn't shout me
I
out.
can't-
Don't
I
come
can't,
home.
Shout Graceful.
Before they be like, yo, I'm too old to babysit anything
My
anymore.
mama was too young. She was like, girl, I got somewhere to go.
By the time I have a kid, my mom's gonna be 90. So.
Oh my
But
God.
my mom was having a kid when I had a kid. I got a little brother. Shout out to my little brother. He just turned, 20?
Is he a father?
You
Yeah, he
and
is
your
a
mother was
father.
pregnant at the same time?
Yeah, we was. We was actually pregnant at the same time.
I'm
Me and my
done.
mom. Shout out to my mom.
Brooklyn.
We in the
Stand
building.
up, yo.
Stand up, Brooklyn.
Stand up.
That is
Brooklyn.
some real. When you are pregnant at the same time as your mother,
Yeah.
that's a real family right there.
It is,
goddammit.
Yo, so
They call my family and this other family the fruit of life because there's this one other lady in the neighborhood. She gave birth at like 48 or something like that. It's like she's
That's
mad
that
old.
island shit, yeah.
Yeah, that is
The
that
island woman be
shit,
like,
yeah.
I
Why not?
52, I ain't
Yeah, I
ready
ain't
to
52,
get my
I
club
just-
shot up
Oh, God,
right now.
The young boy shot up the club and I ain't know. I went to the doctor. I went to tree doctor. I didn't
this
believe
is what
it.
happens when you have
She had
two
that.
comedians on at one time, everybody.
What happens if you shoot up the club
I
in a
guess
Trini
so.
woman versus shooting up a club in a Jamaican woman?
Bumbo clads, me want all the money there, you stupid or what? The man that come for me, they don't no money for me, they be bumbo clads.
So everybody, it's the Butters Basic
Oli,
Show
oli,
every
oli, oli,
Sunday
oli.
from
Yo,
2
hold
to
up.
3
Oli,
p.m.
Hold
oli,
up. What's going on later, butter?
Oli, oli,
I'm about to
scoot.
tell
Hold
him
up.
right
Tell,
now.
no. Tell him. I got my
So-
singles on me, yo.
So for
Cheer.
Father's
I got the
Day,
job money on me,
we
yo.
are going to be at Club Dust Till Dawn at 193
Whoop, whoop, da-da-da-da.
Marcus Garvey Boulevard doing our thing. I have some exotic dancers coming through
Shake
too.
that ass.
And great artists performing. Fat Bible from the Bronx.
Cheer.
K Banger from
Yes.
Bed-Stuy.
You are ready.
We also got, let me see, I got
Come on, it's a whole
Come on,
lineup.
Callie, Young
Yep,
Callie
Young Callie.
from Harlem.
All right.
Also got Mars Money from Brooklyn, Flatbush,
Mm-hmm.
representing.
Wagwan, Mars Money,
And
wagwan.
Worldarama from Far Rockaway and Tiger Styles.
Wow.
You know, a couple special guests might drop in. Jem Gallardo, he is actually the owner of GGMG, which is promoting Double XL,
Nice.
putting them in Double XL artists on it, not them, but artists that
Directly, yep.
Yeah, he's actually choosing. They don't have to pay any money. The
Nice.
artists have to submit 2 songs, and it's got to go off of the performance and how you do to
Nice.
actually get you in that December Double XL.
That's what's up.
I think we need a Butter Basics mixtape. What you think, Butter?
Let me just finish.
We need a
All
Butter
right.
Basics
and
porno,
then also
mixtape,
after
all
that, after that, he's gonna be also carrying artists to Power 105. So it's gonna be dope. Tonight is gonna be excellent. Shout outs to the ladies. Thank you, Blue Booty Dancer, for providing the beautiful ladies to come and dance for us this evening. Everybody's got to come throw those ones, throw some 20s, throw some 5s, throw some Franklins. Let's see what it do. Like I said, I'm not a twerk girl,
But you're going to be twerking
but I'm
tonight.
gonna do something.
Twerk that ass.
We got Butter going to the stage
So-
tonight. Put the thongs on ice. It's going down.
We're gonna have a great time, guys.
He
That's
said on
193 Marcus Garvey Boulevard, and that's between Kosciuszko and whatever block is after that. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah.
Lafayette and Kosciuszko.
Yeah, and it's your girl Queen Y. Follow me, you know, Queen WHY, hashtag that and all that good stuff. And it's the Butter Basics Show 11210. You know all that good stuff. And it's a Brooklyn girl, so you don't know.
Let me tell you how it really goes. You can follow me at Gazebo, GAZZEBO11210, because I'm a Brooklyn girl all day, every day. That's with 2 Z's, so you don't sleep. Follow Queen Y at Mika Nice.
Cheer.
Follow Bishop,
King Bishop
NYC. And you can follow Al and watch Sunday Brunch every Sunday here at
Yes.
DTF Radio from 12 to 1 p.m.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome. Shout outs to What's Good Magazine. Also,
Dust
shout
till
outs to the
dawn
Grind
later.
Report, and we're at Dust
Shake
Till
that
Dawn here in
ass.
Shake
Brooklyn.
that ass,
Shake
girl.
that ass,
Make
girl.
that pussy wet.
Let me hear your
Make
rendition
that
of that.
ass, girl. Make that pussy wet. Make that ass, girl. Make that pussy wet. Hey, hey, shake it up now. Oh, shake some ass now.
I'm done. Peace, everybody.